This is the weather forecast video for Tuesday, February 22nd, 2011. Let's first take a look at the next 5 days with the QPF chart. This is precipitation through Saturday evening at 6 p.m. You can see the bulk of the heaviest precipitation will be over the Tennessee and Ohio valleys. Iowa looks to expect about 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch of rain, most of that falling on Wednesday night to Thursday night. Here's a 0Z GFS Model Run. This is at noon on Tuesday. You can see a zonal flow over the middle of the country, an upper level low west over the Pacific Ocean. Down below that, surface high pressure will be dominating over the area. Cooler temperatures tomorrow, highs probably around 30 for most of the state. Now, Wednesday at noon, you can see some precipitation moving back into the state on a south southerly flow from the Gulf of Mexico. That could be a few sprinkles or clouds or flurries, but nothing more than that. Here's Thursday at noon. You can see a small shortwave trough moving in over the Oklahoma and Texas Panhandle. Down below that, you can see a low forming over the Red River Valley here on this model run, with some light snow possible over the western part of the state. By 6 a.m. Friday morning, that low has zipped off to the east coast with only some light snow off to the west of the state. Here's the NAM. This is at noon on Thursday. You can see the low slightly further north. This is over northern Oklahoma with some heavy snow over Kansas, and we move that along. This is 6 p.m. Thursday evening. You see that low has moved into Missouri with the heaviest snow moving into southwest Iowa. This is midnight Friday morning. You can see this would show some heavy snow over the southeastern 3/4 of Iowa with some very heavy snow. And then here's 6 a.m. Friday morning. That low has now moved off to the east with cooler air and some flurries behind it. So this run shows that there will be a lot more snow in the state. This here is the WRF model at noon Thursday. You can see the low pretty much similar to the NAM model over the western part of Oklahoma. Here's 6 p.m. Thursday evening. You can see that low is now over about Springfield, Missouri, the 540 line, that red line through the southeastern part of Iowa. And here is 6 a.m. Friday morning, the low over about Mount Vernon, Illinois. Some strong winds out of the northeast. That looks to be some snow over the area. Back to the GFS Model Run here Saturday at noon. Trough out over the west coast. Pretty much a west-southwest flow over the rest of the country. Down below that, some light snow is possible as the high pressure is moving in from Canada. So some light snow, few inches possible, nothing more than that. Here's Sunday at noon. You see that trough over the west has now moved into Arizona. Southwesterly flow aloft over the state of Iowa. And the light snow that was over Iowa Saturday has now moved to the east, but still some cold air over the state with the storm to the southwest. That storm then moves into Arkansas by next Monday, or on Monday at noon. Down below that, you can see that low is now south of the state. Just some cool and some partly cloudy weather at that time, but nothing more. Out into Voodoo country, here's Wednesday, March 2nd. At 6 p.m. you can see a shortwave trough over the upper Midwest. Down below that, you can see that looks to be a clipper system with some cold air, and that's Arctic weather as far as I'm concerned, with the 1044 high over the Yukon diving into the country. Here's Saturday, March 5th. You can see zonal flow over the country. No real troughs or ridges over the state or country. So you can see that's going to show some light snow possible over the state. And at the end of the forecast period on Wednesday, March 9th, zonal flow pretty much over the United States. Down below that, you can see precipitation here and there. So we'll have to keep an eye on that for future runs. Thank you for tuning in to the weather forecast video. We'll have another one tomorrow.